project without a contractor is going to be, yep, one of the girls are walking away as soon as I turn the camera on. These were all mirrors across the top, and then on the bottom were all these like silver or beige tiles like this. So our first job is to take the mirrors off, which of course are cracking and going crazy. And I got all the tile off, so we will see what happens. It looks like, I mean, there's even, they glued it. I don't even know what they did. And then there's just wallpaper. So, I mean, this is so old that it's literally pulling the drywall off. So we'll have to like redo all of that. But this is our first big project. And this is kind of where we're starting at. We said we would only tackle one project at a time, but we don't count that as like the electrical or the pool because we're not doing the manual labor on that. So this is what it looks like as of now. And we'll see how it goes. Okay, some more supplies that we got to start this project. We got from Lowe's. We will use some of this stuff throughout the rest of the house. You know, obviously we don't need to buy these every time. We wanted to buy a couple of paintbrushes, different sizes to start. These are those edger corner things with some refills. I really like these. I don't know. Some people say they're not worth the money, but I like to use them just because it's easier. It's like $4, $4.98. And then the refills were $4 and it's a 2-pack. And these rinse out really well. So it's easier doing the edging as long as you don't overfill them with paint. A couple of inserts and a paint pail because I'm always the one doing the trim. And there's nothing worse than that paint pan you're trying to move around. Some, what are these, like rollers, the sticks for the rollers, some tape. This dry spackling. The kids, if you have kids, you know, I'm sure there's holes and repairs and things we have to do. These looked interesting. These are like corner brushes and trim painter brushes. The kids have expressed an interest to help paint. I'm sure they're going to help at some point, and hopefully that works out well. So we went to Lowe's. $212.48 for these supplies just to kind of start out and see what we can get done, how far they last. Hopefully if we take care of things, we're not going to be replacing everything. The other thing we got is we did start with our paint. And I know some people are going to say that Sherwin-Williams, their paint is more expensive. I had Tuscan type colors in my condo. They were the burnt red, the burnt sage green, and that mustardy yellow. I had whole walls. This paint almost completely covered them with one coat. It saved me. I might have paid a little bit more than, you know, what you might pay in Home Depot and Lowe's, but I used on a almost 1,800 square foot house, 5 gallons. That's how even the paint was, how effective it was at covering, and it has primer in it as well. It doesn't chip, it didn't do any of that. So I love the paint, so I'm willing to spend, you know, a couple dollars more to get a better quality paint. So we had a little episode in one of the Sherwin-Williams where they just didn't have the best customer service. So another one that we've used in the past called us up, and he actually, super nice guy named Juan at Sherwin-Williams, gave us 2 cans of our white trim paint for free. And we picked up 2, it's like a light gray color. So he was super nice. You know, it just goes to show you that, you know, just because you have a bad experience at one place doesn't mean the whole company's like that. Everybody's like that. You know, race, religion, whatever it is, you know, you just can't put people in groups. So super nice guy, you know, made sure we were happy. Definitely recommend this type of paint. Awesome. So got the 2 white for free, got the 2 gray. Oh, and the other thing about Sherwin-Williams is when you use their paint, they keep record of what color you use, what type of paint. So you don't have to sit there and think back 4 years later and go, what's this color, or try to color match it, you go back in, they already know what it is. So for 2 gallons, we did pay $70.08 and got 4. So we should be able to paint our house with 5 gallons of paint. So we're looking at 3 more gallons. So even 5, if we were paying for that at, you know, $70 for 2, you're looking at 140 plus 35. So 175 to paint a whole house really is not bad. So it just goes to show you use good quality products. You know, you save money where you can, but you spend it where you need to. So this is part of our haul. Just to start this wall, we need some of this paint, and then we'll use this throughout the whole house. Okay guys, so we're fixing to work on our wall. We got some sandpaper. We have a couple little spots from where the tile was touching the wall that we have to clean up, prime and paint. We found these light bulbs while we were there. Guys, it's always good to check like the end caps and different sections. These are normally $14.97 for these energy saving lights. We got them for $3.03, so we got 5 packs of those. A double pack of levels. Apparently you need them when you're working on stuff. 2 paint trays. We found this Hunter fan. So what we're doing is we're not buying all the fans for every room. This is gonna replace this little gem. We are doing room by room. So since we're already in here and we're doing the wall and we're taking off all the baseboards and things like that other than the tile, we are gonna wait just so we don't make a mess until we're ready to lay it. But because we're doing this whole room, which is just this wall, and then a little bit of this, ooh, the trim, this we'll do today too. We'll go ahead and get this room done, and we'll go ahead and do all the fixtures, including that fan. So we found this fan that we liked. It was the last one, so it ended up being $20 cheaper, LED bulbs included. It was slightly open, so they gave us 10% off of that price. So what, another $8? And then because a bulb was missing, they went ahead and they just gave us a whole pack of bulbs, even though it takes 3. So we got a couple, we got the 2 that are still in there and then an extra one. So a whole nother round of bulbs. So that was super sweet. We got a new broom, we got a new mop, just because we constantly feel like we're cleaning right now. My husband did get an edger. And then we bought our fence from Lowe's. Home Depot didn't have it, that was close to us. So we went ahead while we were at Home Depot. The fence should be delivered tomorrow. We went ahead and got a water stain and sealant for the fence. We just decided to do a cute little white picket fence around the pool instead of that vinyl fence. So we got some of those, got some special paint brushes just so we don't mix it, and some replacement heads. Guys, so our price at Home Depot today was $567.45, and that includes the fan, the paint, all the supplies here, and then also to the edger that my husband got for the yard. And I forgot folding sawhorses. It was a 2-pack. And those were $39.97 for 2. So we got those just so we can start painting the different pieces of wood for the fence, so that when the pool's done, we can just pop the fence back up to replace the panels. So again, this haul was $565, and we'll take you along today as we start working on this beautiful wall. Okay, so guys, we finished the wall. We put in our light. Ooh, it's super bright, but adds a light look to the house. So we got all the wood done. I think it turned out fantastic. So with all that tile, now we didn't do the very bottom down here because we want to pop these tiles up, but we don't want to cause a mess. So we have a little bit of this shiplap left. So we'll pop the tiles off, we'll do the floor, and then we'll either add one more board or we possibly might just add, depending on how it flows, we'll add just like a border on the bottom. So depending on how it looks, we want to replace the tile first. So we've got like a new cover for here, and we got a new cover for here. But I think that wall, and this is what the gray is gonna look beside it. I just wanted to paint this little part just to make sure like what the gray will look like against the white, and I think it just brightens up that whole room, and turned out to be like a great focal point. But comment, let us know what you think. It was our first major project on the house, so we are beginners. We still have our mess everywhere, but I think the wall turned out beautifully. So I don't know if I did a haul on this or not, but each box was covered about 17 or 15 square feet. So when we measured our wall, we needed 8 boxes, and they were, let's see, 25.75, so 206 for the wood. On top of that, we did use liquid nail, and we did use some nailing around we did use some nailing just to secure it and just reinforce it a little bit. And then on the corner, going into the hallway back here, we are gonna run a strip, just like an edge here, just to make sure nobody gets like their fingers caught or little wood splinters or anything like that. That's our first project. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and we'll get ready for our second one. Have a great day.